We are back here on Girl Talk. Yes, I am with my friend Bruce Wood, and it is always a pleasure to have you here. Your beautiful wife is cruising right now, looking at chickens and goats and all of those kinds of things.
Yes.
And I tell you, it's been an interesting time these days, and I find that we were talking before about being old school and how some of the things that I see my grandkids doing and even my adult kids, you and I probably did Foursquare, hide and seek.
Yes.
All of those kinds of things.
Yes.
And do you find that you are kind of going back to basics a little bit with what you're doing with your life?
I hope not too far back.
Right.
Candidly.
Exactly.
But, you find yourself in life, retracing some basic steps. That's correct.
And the reason I even bring that up is before we got started, we were talking about things that are interesting to even share with our viewers. And one of the things I think is fascinating in going to old school is my mom and dad grew up where my dad handled all the finances.
Right.
My mom really was not oblivious to it, but she had other things. She had 4 kids. How about that?
Yes.
And so what is your experience when it comes to money management, and how do you advise women now with what we should pay attention to?
Well, I think it's dynamic. The younger women today, being in the workforce, are more involved with their finances than they ever have been in the past.
Okay.
More traditional style, the business is changing, investing is changing. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
It's constantly changing. And the difficult part is the male or female, male dominant situation with managing money. Every family has their own dynamics.
Okay.
I have clients where the females have managed the money, and I have clients where the men have managed the money, and I have clients where they both manage the money. The key is to find the right mix and then educate them both.
How do you like to do that? So let's say, I guess I've always wondered if I don't have a huge amount of money, is it still appropriate? I know, hi emoji, you're too little to know. Is it still appropriate to have someone to help me, to educate me and help me learn to manage my resources?
I don't think there's ever a time you can't stop learning.
Okay.
That's number one. So you find when we have a client at Hilton Ed Capital Partners, we want to make sure that both of the husband and wife are included in all discussions.
Okay.
And that goes from making wills to trust, working with the CPAs, working with the attorneys. You have to be multidimensional today.
So let me ask you, are you sort of the linchpin? Are you the person that is here that can help me navigate who I need to go and see? And the reason I'm asking is I've got a 33-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. And she and her husband don't have any of that right now. And it was funny because we were talking the other day, now that they have kids, do you have a will? Do you have this? And the kids were saying, I don't know where to go to get counsel.
Yes.
Yes. How do you get the younger people to understand that they need to? Because they're like, well, we don't have a lot to save right now or invest right now.
Yes, that is a problem.
Okay.
But you, like I said, you have to be the quarterback.
Got it.
And you have to say, you need this.
Okay.
I don't know how to get it, so you have to help guide them towards that. Mm-hmm. All right? And it's constantly changing as they go through different phases of life. But if we do the job well for their parents,
okay, there you go,
then it's an easy transition to the children.
Well, I do a lot with aging in place.
Yes.
Okay. And one of the things about aging in place that I am learning is how naive many of us are to the options and opportunities that are available. And I have to laugh. In talking to you, I feel like the more I ask you questions, and you do this is your world, and you speak the language. It's fun for me to talk to you because I'm always asking, what does this mean? Can I do this?
That's right.
What about this? And dare I say, we were talking about technology in the middle segment, And you're very user-friendly. That's what we were talking about, how important it is now.
Yes.
And I don't feel at 66, I kind of felt like my time to do money management was gone, but you're saying absolutely not.
No, that you're absolutely correct. And I had the pleasure of meeting a wonderful woman in Port Royal this week and last week, and very intelligent. Still works, college graduate, has her own career, own business, and she is still an absorbing individual.
Right.
She wants to learn.
Exactly. And so when she came to you, was she curious about what she could do? What the options were? What was available?
Yes. Yes, and so you have to basically go very slowly.
Okay.
Okay, it's you got to crawl before you walk.
Exactly.
You got to walk before you can run, and so you do it in baby steps. You know that great movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What About Bob? My favorite movie.
No, I love it.
Yeah. So you do baby steps, and you guide people along because investing is very individual.
Okay.
It's like beauty on the beach.
Okay.
Everybody has their own little
nuance.
Nuance. That's right. That's a good word.
Do I need to know what I'm doing to invest, or do I need to know the professional to pick to invest?
No, I think you don't know what you need to know.
Okay.
Because a good advisor will teach you what you need to know around what you want and what you don't like.
Okay.
Okay. That's a key element, is understanding, what you should be doing.
Okay.
All right. And so consequently, you start out by just asking questions.
Well, you know what's interesting that you even say that? I learned a long time ago, my acumen is not necessarily in banking or investments or things like that. But what you've taught me is don't be afraid to ask questions. It's like you don't have to know. That's why you got a professional.
That's
and
correct.
But my job is to be able to ask the good questions.
That's correct. There's no question in our business that's stupid.
Okay.
That's number one. Because we're all neophytes when it comes to this business. It's constantly changing. And what you have to do is basically find somebody that you can speak to and talk to about what concerns you.
Oh my God, you're so easy to talk to. We had 7 minutes to chat, and we always think, oh gosh, that's so long. No, we need like an hour to chat. But Bruce Wood, as always, it's really a pleasure to talk with you. And I know you'd love to talk about fun things, but this is fun for someone like me because I really learn, and I think a lot of our viewers do too. Thank you for joining us. We want to thank all of you for joining us here on Girl Talk. Please have a wonderful and safe week. Bye-bye.